And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to A-Town High School here in Abingdon, Illinois, as we are getting ready to kick off the basketball season. That's right, basketball season is back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. My name's Wyatt Reed, happy to be here with you this evening as the A-Town Tornadoes get set to take on the Camp Point Central Panthers here this evening. And we have a special sponsor jumping on board here for A-Town Sports here this winter season, Mid-Century Fiber, now the presenter of A-Town Sports. So we certainly appreciate them as you are watching coverage of A-Town Sports presented by Mid-Century Fiber here on TSSR. So happy to have them along with us. Happy to be here tonight as the season getting underway here, at least for the A-Town Tornadoes. Camp Point Central had a game earlier this week against Galesburg, which resulted, at least in their varsity team, falling by a 33-point margin, 66-33. So they'll look to rebound here tonight. We'll start with our JV matchup, though, here this evening, and hopefully I've got the JV rosters here. They only gave me one roster sheet, but it looks like A-Town going to be running with pretty much the same lineup here, and the same pretty much goes, I think, for Camp Point Central. So hopefully we get the names correct here. Hopefully the numbers are all correct. Hopefully everything's all good to go here. I'm excited. Of course, the A-Town Tornado basketball team, and the girls anyway, coming off of a trip to the Super Sectional last year, which was a very exciting season to say the least, I should say. Now, their varsity team did lose a lot of firepower, but it's going to be on these girls, the JV girls, to step up here this season, and we'll see if they can step up here tonight and make an impact early in the season in front of Coach Dugan, in front of this crowd, which is filing in here tonight. Really a good crowd already on hand. So you can see this A-Town crowd is very, very excited for basketball to be back here in Abingdon. So we've got a lot of action going to be happening here over the next couple of months, and it's going to get kicked off here this evening. So thanks again for joining us here. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for, your reaction to the matchup here this evening as we move along here in this broadcast. And starting lineup, it looks like this here for A-Town. As looking out onto the floor here, we've got Kenzie Engel, number 3. She is a freshman. Number 12 out there for the tip-off is Vivian Bigger. Of course, we saw her in the volleyball season making a big impact. Mila Donahue is out there, number 10. Number 35 is Macy Brooks, and number 22 is Kayanne Andrews. I'll get the Camp Point Central starting lineup here. Camp Point Central will start with the basketball. They'll take it right to left as you look at your screen here to start, and we are officially underway in high school basketball. The first shot is no good, and the rebound comes out. Here comes A-Town pushing it with a little bit of pressure here in the early going. That one nearly stolen away, however, as it's tipped out of play. Last touched by number 40, Rebecca Watercody. Hopefully I said that name correctly there, and if I say a name incorrectly, feel free to correct me in the comments. I'm not afraid to be corrected. I am human after all. We make mistakes. Some people won't admit to their mistakes. I am happy to admit to my mistakes here, especially early in the season once you're learning names of all these kids. Vivian Bigger with it up top. She'll pass it. Nice baseline pass. Going to the basket, laying it up, no good, but a foul is called. And Mila Donahue will go to the line here for the Tornadoes as a foul is going to be picked up here by Camp Point Central. The Panthers, their first foul. We'll see who that one was on. They don't have it on the board yet. Donahue's first shot is up and good. So Donahue on the board, the first point of the A-Town JV season officially on the board here. Second free throw on the way here for Donahue as she's got that one up and good. Good free throw form right there. Donahue makes it 2-0 here in the early going, 5:22. 6-minute quarters here as we play with very limited rosters on each JV side. That one nearly a turnover, nearly a walk, and then nearly a steal by A-Town. Good defensive pressure here in the early going. 5:08 to go here, first quarter. Top of the key, throwing it right side. That is Allie Stevens, number 20. Going to the left baseline, number 1, Emma Stevens. If these numbers are correct, by the way. Driving to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, puts up the shot. That one's up, no good, but a foul. And 2 shots will be coming for number 20. And that is Allie Stevens, the freshman here this evening. 4:50 to go here in the first. Again, good to have you with us. As the first foul on A-Town. Didn't hear the number on that one. Did you hear the number for A-Town? All right. First free throw, no good there by Stevens. Second one on the way. Might have to go with one earpiece here today. Second one's up and good. Stevens on the board here, and Camp Point Central on the board. A 2-1 start here in the early going. Into the baseline. Nice pass to Vivian Bigger. That shot's up, no good. Rebound comes out, Camp Point Central. Can't be missing those layups there, but obviously Vivian in her younger years. That one top of the key. The three is no good. Battle for the rebound. Coming back with it, Emma Stevens. And handing it off here to Allie Stevens. Right side. Over to the left wing. There's Stevens up top to the other Stevens. Driving to the elbow. Nice pass inside, but a good tip there defensively. That's Vivian Bigger sticking her paw in there and batting that one away. 2-1 again, our score. As we're just underway here on the JV side. Varsity matchup will be later tonight. Feel free to join us here on TSSR's. We'll have that one for you. Turnover by Camp Point Central. And it'll be A-Town basketball as they move left to right here as we just get things underway here. 4:05 to go, first quarter. Top of the key there, that is Kinsey Engel. As that one goes out of play. Or is that Chesney? That's Chesney Engel, excuse me. See, I'm already rusty here. Learning new names here, though. There's a nice pass inside. Bigger going to do the Euro step going to the basket. That one no good, but a foul. Vivian Bigger going to the line. That'll be a foul on Emma Stevens. That is actually her second here in the early going. First free throw's on the way. It's up and good. Vivian Bigger on the scoreboard there. Tell you, we've seen good free throw form here in the early going here for both Tornadoes that have gone to the line here tonight. I know that's what Coach Dugan's been preaching probably in the offseason. 4-1 is the score as A-Town with the lead. My mouse pad's not working here right now, so we'll try to get that up and running here. Oh, technology, you can't ever trust it. There's a shot. That one's no good. Rebound comes out. Here we go. Well, had it for a second. Might have to take the old... I'm missing a lot of things here. Driving to the baseline. That shot's up, no good. And a rebound, offensive rebound. Brooks puts it back up. And a foul is called. For some reason, the scoreboard is not working again. Might have to try taking it down and bringing it back up again here. There's a shot. That one's up, no good. Air ball on that one, and the rebound comes out. Camp Point Central going to bring it back. That one's tipped, nearly stolen away. Nice play there. Defensively getting back for A-Town. There we go. I think we got it. Coming back the other way, putting that one up and good. Who'd they say that one was for? Vivian Bigger with 2. She's got 4 points here in the early going. And then coming back the other way, Alyssa Hester and a number. All right, we're going to try to get this scoreboard all squared away here. Like I said, technology even not working for me here this evening. Should be good to go now. Vivian Bigger with another basket. She's got 8 points here in the early going. And a quick whistle, a timeout is called. Camp Point Central an 8-3 lead. As we'll step aside, we're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live. It's presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as we are currently dealing with some technical difficulties here, so bear with me here this evening as we might have to go with no scoreboard here, at least for the JV game. There's a right wing three. That one's on the way. It's no good, and the rebound comes out as Chesney Engel brings it up the floor here for A-Town. 8-3 our score, into the baseline, driving the baseline, puts up the shot. That one no good. Offensive rebound, Macy Brooks. And we got a whistle and we got a foul. 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. And that'll be Emma Stevens, excuse me. She just picked up her third, team's fourth. And the shot on the inbounds play is no good. 4 fouls here for Camp Point Central here in the early going. 8-3 is the score towards the baseline. A 3-ball on the way. That one's up and good. That's Gracie Giles, the sophomore. She's got a 3. Her first basket here of the evening. 8-6 now the score. We got a whistle, and we got a foul away from the ball. It'll be an offensive foul here for A-Town. I don't understand where everything went. 8-6 our score, crossing it back over, up top. Now a pass to the right side. Inbounds pass towards the baseline. A good play there. Closing on that one is Macy Brooks. Figured it out. I think I figured it out here. Nope. Had it for a second. Thought I had it. Unhide. That one tipped and stolen away. Here comes A-Town the other way. Driving is Vivian Bigger. She'll kick it back out. Top of the key. There's a 3 on the way. That one off the back rim. No good. 8-6 the score. As that one's going to roll its way out of bounds. It'll stay here with A-Town. I believe I have found it. I have found it. All right, we've got our scoreboard, hopefully going to get that figured out here eventually. But right now, technical issues are not allowing me to do that. So 8-6 our score. I'll try to fix that during the timeout at the end of the quarter, which is coming soon. Under a minute to go here. 8-6 our score. Driving the other way real quickly the other way. A good play there. Defensively, getting back defensively is Gracie Giles. As she came in and made the block on that one. 8-6 our score, 46.8 seconds to go. And we will, again, get those technical issues all squared away here in just a matter of moments, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Inside pass, Vivian Bigger looking for a foul. Gets her own rebound. There's a 3 on the way from the corner. That one bat rattles around, no good. Mila Donahue, and we got a whistle, and we got a travel. So they'll bring it back this way. Inbounds play as it goes to Engel. Engel gets a screen from Bigger, top of the key. Coming up on 30 seconds to go in quarter number 1, 8-6. A good, well-played first quarter here. First quarter of the season. Macy Brooks off the side of the backboard. That one's no good, and the rebound comes out. Here come the Panthers the other way. Up top, it's Emma Stevens. Swings it right side. There's a right wing 3 on the way. Open. That one no good. That would have gave the Panthers the lead. 10 seconds to go. Coming the other way is Donahue all the way to the basket. Laying it up and in, and a foul. Mila Donahue with her first basket. She's got 4 points here in the early going after the 2 free throws. That'll be a foul on number 21, Paige Calamateo, her first, team's 5th. 9.1 seconds to go. 10-6 our score. As Donahue's next shot, that one is short. Battle for the rebound, tipped around. And it's tipped. A-Town might have a chance here. 3 seconds left. Top, there's a elbow jumper. That one's no good. And that's going to end our first quarter. 10-6 our score. We'll try to get the scoreboard and bring you the second quarter in just a moment here. TSSR Game Time Live It's presented by MDH.
There's been a lot of rewarding parts working at McDonough District Hospital. I've had patients come to me that maybe have not had care in the community, care available, so with the addition of nurse practitioners lately, we've been able to add more care, and that's very rewarding to me. My hope is that when the patients leave at the end of an appointment, they leave and they definitely feel like they've been listened to, and they feel like their needs have been met, their cares have been met, and that they're going to get the proper treatment that they deserve from me as a provider.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Was hoping we'd get our scoreboard back, but it doesn't look like it's going to be the case here so far. Ten to 6, though, our score as we get ready for the second quarter here. Apologies for the lack of the scoreboard there. We will get that fixed, hopefully before our varsity matchup here this evening. I'll have to call the boss man and see what I can do about that. Oops. As A-Town with the basketball here, top of the key. Good ball movement here after that one was tipped for a moment. We got a whistle stepping on the line. It'll be a turnover by A-Town. Yeah, okay. I got it. As bringing it back the other way. That one's up, and Macy Brooks with the basket. Her first basket here in the ball game. 12 to 6 our score. And that shot other way. That one's up and good. It's Alyssa Hester for 3. Hester with the basket there. 12 to 9 our score. Going to the basket, laying it up, no good. Vivian Bigger gives it a go, but a foul is called. That'll be a foul on Olivia Fessler, the sophomore, her first. That'll be team's first here as the fouls reset in the at the end of quarters, which I certainly made my displeasures about after last season. I talked about that at length last season. All right, so I know what the scoreboard issue is. I'm going to have to do it at halftime. So stick around. We'll have the scoreboard here. 13 to 9 is the score. Flinging it up the other way. There's a jumper. That one's no good. And the rebound comes out. Offensive rebound here for Camp Point Central. 13 to 9 with 4:50 to go here. Swinging it right side. There's a 3 from the corner. That one rattles home. That's up and good. It's Gracie Giles. Her second 3 here of the ball game. 13 to 12 the score. 6 points for Giles. 4.5 minutes to go here in the first half. Trying to get it to Bigger. That one tipped and stolen away by Fessler. Bringing it back, the Panthers have a chance to get their first lead here in the ball game. That one nearly stolen away. A nice play there defensively by Engel. Pass to the corner. And picking up the dribble, inside pass. Good ball movement there. There's a jumper on the way for Fessler for the lead. No good. Rebound, Vivian Bigger. She'll bring it back left to right. Here comes A-Town. 4:10 to go here, first half. Driving to the baseline is Engel, and she walked with it. I lost sound, too. Oh, no. How did I lose sound, too? We might just need to reboot this whole thing when we get to halftime. Can you check the stream? Make sure the audio's working. 3:45 to go. There's a jumper from the corner. That one no good. It's tipped out of play. Last touch by Camp Point Central. Steve helping me out there in the comments saying there's no sound. It says I have sound, Steve. As that one tipped and stolen away. Baseline pass coming the other way. There is Vivian Bigger. That one up, no good. And the rebound comes out. Camp Point Central, chance again to take the lead. Baseline pass, that one for a 3 for the lead. That's no good. A good rebound there. Here comes Kayanne Andrews. Picks up the dribble and gets it to Chesney Engel. Engel brings it across the timeline. Engel kicks it left side. Jumper on the way, that one no good, and a rebound comes out to Emma Stevens. Nice pass there to the baseline, driving all the way to the basket, no good. That one tipped around. Steve is saying he got it refreshed. All right, well, good to have you with us here, Steve. It's been a long basketball offseason. Missed talking to you, my friend. And that one off the shoe of Mila Donahue. Here comes Camp Point Central the other way to the basket, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, no. Battle for it, here comes Donahue. 2-on-2 the other way if they hurry. Driving, nice pass. And putting it up, that one rattles home. It's Vivian Bigger. Vivian Bigger's got 8 points. 15-12 our score, 2:23 to go. We got a whistle, we got a full timeout. We'll take it with them. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here as 15-12 our score. 2:22 to go here in the first half. Vivian Bigger leading the way. She's got 8 points here. I missed a point for 8 down here at 1 point here, so. But I've been trying to get all these technical issues all fixed. We did a game on Saturday last week, and everything was working A-OK. So you think when you're going to bring the camp, when you bring it up, I was here plenty of time. Everything was working, and all of a sudden, my scoreboard froze. And yeah, it froze, and then everything is everything decided to stop working. So 15-12 is the score. We may end up going off the air for, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see if we can get this working here, or if we just go without a scoreboard throughout this this broadcast here. That one out of play. Camp Point Central turns it over here. A-Town with a 3-point lead here, 15-12. Like I said, it was working right up until tip-off, and then nothing after that. There's a 3 on the way for Brooks. That one's no good. Macy Brooks extending the range maybe a little bit. Driving the other way. Here comes Camp Point Central. Top of the key. There's a 3 on the way. That one off the back rim. No good. Engel trying to fall for it. And she comes away with it. Gets it to Kayanne Andrews. Bringing it the other way. Under 2 minutes to go. 1:45 as a matter of fact. Right side. There is Engel up top. Swinging it left side. Kayanne Andrews gets a screen from Engel. Engel kicks it left side. Drive to the baseline is Engel, going to put up a wild shot. That one through the contact, and a foul is called. Technology is something else, I tell you what, folks. 15-12. As a foul is going to be on number 23, Gracie Giles, her first, team's second here in the quarter. As the free throw, that one no good. And Engel will remain scoreless here in this ball game so far. 1.5 minutes to go, 90 seconds. Next one on the way, that one off the back of the rim, no good. Offensive rebound, Bigger. Kicks it right side, driving inside. Picking up the dribble, good defense there by Camp Point Central. And they throw that one out of play. Boy, the defensive awareness here from Camp Point Central has been really good here in this quarter. 15-12 our score, 1:15 to go. As that one's tipped and stolen away. A nice play there by Engel. Chesney Engel brings it back the other way, puts up the shot, no good. Rebound comes, here come the Panthers, 2-on-2 the other way. That's tipped and stolen away again. A nice play, getting it up the floor. Making sure she doesn't overrun it. That one all the way to the basket, laying it up and in is Chesney Engel. Finally get her on the scoreboard there. 17-12 our score. Getting it left side, 45 seconds to go here in quarter number 2. There's a corner 3. That one off the rim, no good. It's tipped out of play, last touched by Olivia Fessler. So Fessler loses that one out of play. And here come the Tornadoes looking to get some more points here at the end of this quarter, but they'll turn that one over, so unlucky on that one. There's a 3 left wing for the Panthers. That one no good. Offensive rebound, put back. That one nearly went in for Emma Stevens, but a foul is called. 17-12, 23.4 seconds to go. .4 seconds left here. Emma Stevens will go to the line. She's got no points here tonight, but trying to change that here. She does just that. First one on the way in. And it is 17-13. Funny thing is, I'm missing a point on both sides. I'm missing a point on A-Town. I'm missing a point on Camp Point Central. Second one on the way. That one off the rim, no good. Rebound, here's Bigger coming. Here's Engel now, 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Engel will have it, top of the key, hands it off to Bigger. Kicks it in left side. That one tipped out of play. Last touched by the Panthers. The Lady Panthers of Camp Point Central. Mila Donahue will inbound the ball as they try to get her into position there, and we'll try this again. Inbounds play. Inbounds pass, putting up the shot, getting it to go. That's Vivian Bigger. She's into double figures. 19-13, 2 seconds left. Putting up the shot at the buzzer. That one's no good. And that'll end our first half. Allie Stevens with that shot. 19-13. We'll try to get our scoreboard situation all fixed up and good to go here as we got the second half coming up in just a few moments. We'll step aside, though, as Dwayne will have an interview with our good folks from MDH here. So take it away, Dwayne, and we'll be back in just a moment here as you're watching a TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.
All right, welcome to halftime here. Patrick Osterman with us, and we talk about behind-the-scenes stuff all the time. The guy running the board right now, kind of crazy.
I don't know if you could get a much higher title running the board behind the scenes of an interview at McDonough District Hospital other than our president and chief executive officer, Bill Murdoch. But we appreciate Bill helping us out.
Yeah, he's game to help with everything. I'm guessing your job has to be a little more relaxed now. He seems to be like a pretty good guy to work with.
I tell you what, Bill has done a fantastic job. You knew just how good of a person he was, having worked with him for the last 5 years prior as our chief financial officer. And when he was promoted to our chief executive officer, I was all excited about it. I think everybody in the organization was very excited about it. You talk about, do you need to do a national search? And our board of directors, I give them all the credit in the world. They listen to the staff. They listen to the community members and said, you got somebody here who knows what they're doing, is a great person, does a great job. He knows the community. He's invested in the community, and it's been a great 2024 so far, and we've got a lot of bright future, a lot of great things that we're looking ahead towards.
Well, it's nice because MDH has been so embedded in the community, right? It is always nice to have somebody at the top and throughout the system that's also embedded in what the community has to offer and needs.
Absolutely. With my job, I do a lot of community relations. I get out, talk with businesses, talk with organizations. And one of the first conversations I had with Bill when he stepped into that new role, he said, Pat, I want to get out in the community. And we've been able to do that. We've gone out and met with our regional healthcare colleagues, CEOs, just talking about what can we do together? Is there anything we can do together? Rural healthcare is tough. There's a lot of challenges we face, but if we work together, maybe play to each other's strengths, I think we can both succeed. And that's the best way that we can help serve our community, help serve the patients that we are here to serve.
Well, and improving your brand is always a good thing, right? Whether it's a hospital or TSSR Game Time Live, improving your brand is a good thing. Getting out in the community helps that, but also expanding your options helps that as well, right?
Absolutely. One of the things you always look at is clinical partnerships. If we can't get a physician here, is there another healthcare organization that we can do what we call a clinical partnership with? Blessing Health is a great example out of Quincy. They bring cardiologists up here, a pulmonologist. We have a urologist that comes up here once a week. So our patients in McDonough County, they don't have to drive down to Quincy or maybe Springfield or maybe Peoria. If we can find those clinical partnerships where they can be seen here in Macomb, it's just a win-win for everybody.
Well, last year we talked about expanding to Monmouth with you. We talked about the pharmacy. As we talked to Bill, the pharmacy is expanding, and I shouldn't say expanding, it's coming to completion. You've done great things, I think, in Monmouth. What's down the road for MDH? Are you at a point that you can talk about anything that's coming?
I think we just got to keep looking on how we can continue to grow, and that's been one of our focal points. We do strategic planning on a quarterly basis. We want to look ahead, 2-3 years down the road, but as we said, there's a lot of dynamics going on in healthcare right now. So if you get too far ahead, you kind of lose sight what could be coming right around the corner. So that's why we try to keep it more of a short term, yet still look ahead to the long term. Like we said, our biggest challenge is how can we continue to grow? We've been here for over 65 years. What can we do as an organization, as a staff, as an administration team to make sure we're still around here for 65 years and beyond?
As public relations guy for the hospital, what do you want to use this opportunity to tell the people that might be watching about MDH in 2024 that's different maybe than what they expected or saw from 2023 or before?
Well, as you just talked about, our clinical expansions, as you said, Monmouth, our MDH Monmouth Clinic, convenience clinic, sports med and rehab. We got great staff up there, and I think that's a common theme. I know Bill talks about this a lot. I 100% on board with this too. I agree 100%. I would think you'd ask any of our staff members, they would say that we got a great team right now. We do a great job working together, and I think that's how we can play to our strengths to help grow. You talked about the community pharmacy. We're excited when that starts coming online and how we can best serve our community. A lot of convenience. I think one thing that we learned from COVID, people love convenience. We got our drive-through labs, and now you got our drive-through community pharmacy. A lot of good things going on. Stay tuned. It's an exciting time right now in our organization.
Well, have some fun at baseball this weekend, okay?
We're going to have some fun. A lot of fall baseball going on as we record this right before the start of high school football season. I know we're going to have a lot of great football games. We want to wish all of our area teams the best of luck this year.
We'll be right back with the second half right after this.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their healthcare.
And welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. Welcome back, scoreboard. Oh my goodness gracious, I can't believe that worked. So after oh no, and there it went. Oh no, well, we're back, All right. Thought I was about to have a heart attack right there. That was nearly no good. All right, so after some technical issues, the scoreboard is back. We are here at the half as the A-Town Tornadoes and the Camp Point Central Panthers in the midst of their JV matchup here this evening. And let me get the correct score here as A-Town currently leading this thing 19-13 over the Panthers. All right, there we go. Oh, boy. Didn't need that heart attack tonight. At least it's game one. At least we got a long way to go. So I don't know what happened to the technology there that runs my scoreboard, but the scoreboard just disappeared after about 4 or 5 points and just Yeah, ceased to exist. So thankfully, we got it all up and running. Somehow, while I was still trying to get that fixed, we were able to keep track. For better or for worse, I'm missing 1 point on the A-Town side, but we got Camp Point Central, all their points all squared away. A-Town, their leading scorer here tonight is Vivian Bigger, as she has come in here in the first game of the JV card and has done a really good job. She's got 10 points here this evening to lead the way for the Tornadoes. 4 points tonight for number 4. That is, that is not number 4. That is 4 points tonight for number 10. That is Mila Donahue. 2 points tonight for number 3, Chesney Engel. And then you've got 2 points tonight for Macy Brooks. And we did miss a free throw. I think it was Mila Donahue, but I don't want to say for certain. But I think it was Donahue that got the extra free throw. So that's what I'm going to give her. Now we'll give her 5. And we're all good to go now here with our points. So, Steve, yeah, well, thanks for the scoreboard. Like I said, I don't know what happened. It just said I'm not going to work here on the season opener. So I had to do a lot of rebooting. And, yeah, thankfully the scoreboard is back up and running, so we don't have to worry about me having to tell everybody every 15 seconds. So for Camp Point Central, it was 6 points to lead the way on 2 threes for number 23, Gracie Giles. 5 points tonight for number 22, that is Alyssa Hester. 1 point tonight for Emma Stevens. 1 point tonight for number 20, that is Allie Stevens. So that's your rundown of the scorers here this evening. And now with a fresh scoreboard, we'll set the period to period 3. And we'll start some basketball here in our third period of action. Good to have you along. Feel free to get into the comments. Let us know where you're watching from, who you're pulling for here tonight. Oh, man. I might have to go to a doctor after this one's all said and done. My heart can't take much more of that. Thankfully, it didn't happen tomorrow with the state championship game in 8-man football, which we'll have that, by the way. I'll talk more about that at the end of tonight's stream and at the end of the varsity matchup. Inside pass, and we're back underway. There's a 3 from the corner. That one banks home. The bank is open late here tonight in Abingdon, as that's a 3 for Hester, and that is a quick 3 points for the Panthers. They have cut this lead to 3, and that one's tipped out of play. Last touched by the Panthers. So we'll try that again. 19-13. I'll start keeping score here. 19-16 now the score. I was supposed to have a running score, but while I was trying to get everything all squared away, lost track of that real quickly. Top of the key, losing it. For just a moment. That one goes out of play. Last touch by A-Town. Not the greatest of passes in the world. Kayanne Andrews did the best that she could to try to corral that thing, but it goes out of play. 19-16. Bringing it up the floor is Emma Stevens. Now, Emma Stevens, anyway, is a junior here this evening, but getting some playing time on the JV side. That one's a 3 for Gracie Giles. Gracie Giles has got another one. A 3 ties it at 19. 5:04 to go. A quick timeout for the A-Town side. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I went through MDH when we were trying to get pregnant. My experience was nothing short of phenomenal. It was really reassuring and comforting knowing that I had so much support and kindness around me. My entire pregnancy at MDH was amazing.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. As you're watching coverage of A-Town Sports, presented by Mid-Century Fiber here on TSSR. 19 all our score here in the third quarter. A 3 by Gracie Giles ties things up. Gracie's been shooting the lights out here tonight. She's got 3 threes for Camp Point Central. Steve, before we went to halftime, said in the comments here tonight that it is a tough first matchup here for the first game of the season. Camp Point Central coming off a tough loss against Galesburg, the Silver Streaks. on the first game of the season for them. A-Town hasn't played a game yet, so it'll be interesting to see how they come out here tonight on the varsity side. Bringing it the other way, here come the Panthers. Right side with 4:45 to go here in quarter number 3. That one's tipped out of play. Last touch by A-Town. And the Panthers will have it on the baseline. Baseline pass on the inbounds play. Here's a 3. That one's no good. A-Town might have got away with one there. That was Gracie Giles wide open. Into the corner. There's a 3 on the way for Hester, trying to give the Panthers the lead. And going to give the lead to the Panthers. That's number 1, Emma Stevens. Stevens with her first basket here in the ball game, and Panthers now lead 21-19. Right side, Kayanne Andrews. A-Town looking for some offense. Haven't scored yet here in quarter number 3. 21-19, Panthers with the lead. As Chesney Engel will come to the sideline there and inbounds the ball. Nice pass into Vivian Bigger. She makes a move, puts it up. That one no good, but a foul is called. Big crowd on hand here tonight as the A-Town faithful welcoming the A-Town girls basketball team with their first home game of the season. There's Bigger. That one's up and good. Vivian Bigger now with 11 points here this evening, as that'll cut the lead down to 1. 21-20, Vivian Bigger with 4:08 to go. Second free throw on the way. It's up. It's off the rim. No good. Rebound goes to Olivia Fessler, excuse me. Get the name right there. There's a corner 3. That one on the way. It's a quick trigger. That one no good by Hester. And a rebound. Kicks it left side. There's a 3 on the way for Stevens. She's starting to feel it. That one's up and good. Emma Stevens with another 3 for Camp Point Central. Her first 3 of the night. 24-20. Inside pass. That one tipped away. As that one goes out. Last touch by A-Town. Steve pointing out the stud player for Camp Point Central last year, playing well for SIU. So A-Town maybe dodging a bullet, not having to face her tonight, thankfully, with her graduating. But still, Camp Point Central, a tough team. It'll be a fun varsity matchup, which we'll have for you shortly after this varsity matchup here, or JV matchup, I should say, here this evening. Kicking it into the corner, it goes out of play into the bench. As Mila Donahue tried to come up with that one, but just a little too tall for her. A-Town looks like they are being coached here, the JV side, by Bailey Dickerson. There is a whistle and a travel off a nice defensive play there by Chesney Engel. As the A-Town side losing one of their assistants last year, Coach Marr decided to step away. So Coach Dugan having to find somebody else to take the mantle here for the JV side, as Andrews kicks it left side to Bigger. 2:53 to go here. It's a 4-point game. There's a 3 on the way for Engel. That one off the back rim, no good. A-Town only scoring 1 point here in this quarter, I should say. There's a pass to the left side. Coming in is Fessler. Right side, nice baseline pass. Backing down, that's right side 3 on the way. That one short. Missed the rim. Offensive rebound. The Panthers will take over. Nice pass to the baseline. There's a 3 on the way. That one is no good. And the rebound, A-Town had it for a moment, lost it, out of bounds, but it'll be last touch by the Panthers. 2:12 to go here. Quarter number 3. That foul going to be on Paige Colamateo. That is her second, I believe, here in this quarter. That one's taken away. Here comes the Panthers the other way. That one no good. Battle for the rebound as Donahue lost it. There's a 3. trying to get that shot up real quickly is Colin Mateo. That one going to Camp Point Central. 1:52 to go here in the third. As that one inbounded, trying to get it to Watercote and losing it. Here comes Vivian Bigger going the other way. Left-handed layup, and she missed it. We got a whistle. That might be a frustration foul there for Vivian Bigger. It'll be Camp Point Central basketball. First team foul here for A-Town in this quarter with 1:40 to go. A-Town only scoring 1 point here so far in this third quarter. Getting it up top is Watercote. Inside pass, getting it to Fessler. Fessler up and under, that one no good. Good rebound there. As that is Watercote. There's a three on the way. Right wing, that's up and good. It's Emma Stevens. She's got another three. That is her second. As it's 27-20. Panthers with the lead. There's a pass to the baseline. Vivian Bigger kicks it right side, a pump fake. Kicks it up top. Thought about it, Donahue. Donahue drives inside. We got a whistle, we got a foul. 1 minute to go exactly. (27-20) the score. 1 minute to go here, quarter number three. A-Town being outscored 14-1 in this quarter. It's been all Camp Point Central here. A lot of threes. As that shot no good, Camp Point Central will take the rebound. Here come the Panthers the other way. And that one off the shoe of Watercote. Kicks it right side. Nice ball movement there to the baseline. It's Hester. Now inside pass, Watercote kicks it back. Hester, there's a right corner three on the way. That one off the rim, no good. And a rebound, Macy Brooks. She's caught in coffin corner, though. Has to try to get away. Oh, she might have got called for a foul. She did. Macy Brooks getting called for the foul. 32.6 seconds to go, and that'll give the ball back to the Panthers, the Red Hot Panthers. We got a whistle. We got a timeout, or did they give her the timeout? Oh, we'll see. We'll take a quick timeout. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wide read on the call as you're watching coverage of A-Town Sports, brought to you by Mid-Century Fiber. Appreciate them for jumping on board here. Mid-Century Fiber, the presenter of A-Town athletics here this winter season. Boys and girls basketball we'll have for you. A-Town girls coming off a trip to the Super Sectional. The boys coming off a trip to the regional finals, where there's an argument that can be made. The boys should have probably won that regional championship game there at Biggsville. That was a great, great night of basketball there. Nonetheless, ended up losing to Princeville in their third matchup of the season on the boys' side. We'll have the boys' games here this season as well, home games. Inbounds pass, shot no good. That one intercepted, a nice play there by Macy Brooks. She's been playing good defense here in this JV matchup. There's Donahue. She thought about shooting it. Tried to get it to the corner. That one tipped towards the backside. And we got a whistle, and it's going to be a tie-up. Possession arrow will give it to A-Town with 15 and a half seconds to go in quarter number three. And there's Donahue. She'll take it as we've got 10 seconds. Donahue, free throw line. Lost it for a moment. Gets it up top. There's Bigger. Bigger drives. Lost it. And that defense there for Camp Point Central has been really good with 2.2 seconds to go. Another tie-up. Possession arrow will push it back the other way, and it'll go to the Panthers. We'll see if they get a shot up. As the inbounds pass comes in, as Colin Mateo Just going to bring it up the floor there. They'll be content with a 7-point lead as we go to the fourth. Panthers outscoring A-Town in that quarter, 14-1. We'll be back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
At Western Illinois University, Leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there is limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a Leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call as you are watching coverage of A-Town Sports here, presented by Mid-Century Fiber here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed, like I said, on the call. Rough third quarter indeed there, Steve, as the A-Town Tornadoes getting outscored 14-1. They're going to need to get some offense going here if they want to win their first JV matchup of the season. There's a three. That's short. Might have been tipped there on that one as the fourth quarter starts off. And that one nearly tipped. That's going to be a good defensive play. It's going to be last touch by the Panther. Oh, no, they say that one was last touch by A-Town. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that one. Maybe the officials are a little rusty here to start the season as well. Not only is our equipment rusty, officials might be a little rusty too. Inside pass, that's tipped. That is nearly stolen away. I thought she was going to go try to put that one in her own bucket. And that one tipped into the corner. There's a three on the way for Stevens. That's no good. Donahue with the rebound, but she lost it. That's tipped away. Nice play defensively by the Panthers, as they played lockdown defense here this entire half, I should say. No good. Offensive rebound. Put back no by Water Cody. That one goes out of play. And it'll be Panther basketball, last touch by A-Town. 5:08 to go here. Again, 6-minute quarters, so that's why it is a shorter game. That one on the way. A three. Giles nearly got that one to go. Wouldn't be surprised. She's been shooting the ball really well here tonight. She's got 9 points, tied for the team lead. Into the corner. And that's going to be touched last by the Panthers. 4:56 to go. Don't forget our varsity matchup will be on the second stream here later tonight, as there's a shot, no good, but a foul and a 3-point foul. As going to the line here is Chesney Engel. Rebecca Watercody with the foul. And Engel will go to the line here. First one off the back rim, no good. A-Town has just not been able to buy a bucket here. They were outscored in that quarter, 14-1 in the third quarter. As we start the fourth quarter here, struggling to put that one in as Engel misses that one. It's early though, can't take too much from this, but definitely want to pick up from this one, as that one is good. So 1 out of 3 for Engel, as Chesney Engel puts a point on the scoreboard. First point here. Good defense there. Defensively by Engel, and we might have a quick timeout, a 30-second timeout, as Camp Point Central trying to avoid that 10-second call. We'll step aside for 15. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Dry needling is where you insert a filiform needle into a muscle, a tendon, a ligament, sometimes a bone, and it promotes blood flow and circulation so that it heals that particular painful area.
Welcome back to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call here at A-Town High School. The A-Town Tornadoes trailing by 6 here in the fourth quarter of this condensed game here because of the shorter rosters. As a matter of fact, A-Town does not have a single bench player. The 5 girls you see are the 5 girls you're going to get here for the JV side here this season. Imagine once conference play gets going here in the season, you're going to see a lot of instances where the varsity game is first and then followed by a condensed JV game. We had that a number of times last year, and there were more girls on the roster than there were this year. So just something to maybe keep in mind as the season goes on, but first game of the season, hard to tell. Hard to tell. Vivian Bigger comes out, plays some good defense there. Into the corner, it's Olivia Fessler. Lost it for a moment. That's tipped to the backcourt. And there's Emma Stevens. Stevens going to get open on the right wing. She'll shoot a 3, and she'll bank that one in. That is her 3rd 3 here in the second half. Camp Point Central shooting really well from 3 here in this quarter, or in this half, I should say. As driving inside, there's Engel going to the basket, getting that one to go. A good answer there. After the 3, it's 30-23. That one is stolen away, a bad pass. Here's Donahue coming the other way. 2-on-1, laying it up, no good. But a foul is called. So a little bit of life here on the A-Town side here, at least defensively, trying to get the defense to turn into offense here. 30-23, 3:51 to go here, 4th quarter. (30-23) the score. That one no good by Donahue. And we'll try the next one here as A-Town trailing by 7. They'd like to get this one, make it a 2-score game here. As Donahue rattles that one out. 0 for 2 from the line. Offense, nearly got the offensive rebound. And then walking with it is Alyssa Hester, the sophomore. Definitely some growing pains in this one here, in this first JV matchup of the season, but A-Town looking to inbound it, but we got a whistle away from the ball. That'll be on Camp Point Central. That'll be a foul on Rebecca Watercody. Her second, team 3rd. 3:47 to go as they get it. Oh, that one's tipped away. Into the backcourt. Will she come away with it? Watercody, a good effort there defensively. Coach likes to see that. You see him on the bottom of your screen. I believe that's Dakota Neeson, but I could be wrong on that one. As that one nearly stolen away. Engel saves it for a moment, but then throws it out of bounds. Oh, but it's last touch by Camp Point Central. 3:36 to go here. 7-point game. As Engel will inbound it, gets it up top to Macy Brooks. Back to Engel. Pump fake into the corner. It goes to Vivian Bigger. Nice pass on the little screen and roll there. Up top, there is Donahue. Into the corner. Engel thought about it. Gets it back up top to Macy Brooks. 3:18 to go here, 4th quarter. Driving, Brooks gonna go all the way to the basket, lays it up, no good. Rebound comes out to the Panthers. They'll bring it up the floor here and try to wind some time down here as we approach 3 minutes to go. A little double team there for A-Town for a moment. There's that double team. And a good pass, get out of the double team there to Fessler as that one goes out of play. Last touch by A-Town. Good defense there by the Tornadoes, but unable to come away with it. 2:56 to go here in this 4th quarter, excuse me. The first JV matchup here of the year. We'll have the varsity game here next as a nice pass to the baseline. That one blocked by Vivian Bigger as she closed out on that one. What a nice play. 2:46 to go. Bigger last touch in that one, but a good defensive effort there to save 2 points. That would have been a free 2 points. Ooh, nearly a walk there by Watercody. Fessler kicks it into the corner, and they throw it away. That one's tipped, but no, last touch by A-Town. $2:40 to go, quarter number 4. As that one up top goes to Stevens, Emma Stevens. Right wing, now takes it back up top. That one nearly tipped away by Engel. Watercody with it right side, back to Stevens. 2.5 to go here in the fourth. Back and forth, it's Stevens and Watercody, a double team. That one nearly stolen away by Donahue, but she's going to get whistled for the foul. And that will take it to the sideline there. 2:18 to go. We got a whistle, we got a timeout. As A-Town wants to talk this one over, we'll take a break with them. We're back after this. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, and I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Welcome back, TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. Wyatt Reed on the call. 30-23 our score as the A-Town Tornadoes trailing in this one to Camp Point Central. Camp Point Central's been shooting the ball really, really well from three here in this second half. A number of threes have rained in. Leading the way here, Emma Stevens. For the Panthers, she's got 12 points. 3 threes in the second half alone. 3 threes in the ball game for Gracie Giles. She had all those in the first half. A 3 here in the second half by Alyssa Hester as well. So, been raining threes here at A-Town. Just not for the Tornadoes. Nice pass to the baseline, putting up the shot. Watercody, that one's no good. Actually, excuse me, that is Paige Calamateo. And walking with it, bringing it the other way is A-Town. Macy Brooks gets called for the travel, and that'll put it back on the baseline, and the Panthers will take over. 2:03 to go here, fourth quarter. Up top. Into the corner to Fessler. Fessler at the free throw line, kicks it back up top now to Hester. Up top to Stevens, good defense there by Chesney Engel. She's been really trying to play some lockdown defense. That one goes out of play. Last touch by Camp Point Central. 1:46 to go. Will A-Town get some shots to fall? That's the question here. 1:40 to go. Right side. There's Kayanne Andrews. Picks up the dribble, gets it inside to Macy Brooks. Double team. Good ball movement. A-Town needs to be looking. Move quickly. There's a 3 on the way for Engel. That one's up and good. Engel with her first 3 here in the ball game, and that makes it a little tighter here. 30-26, 1:20 to go here in the fourth. Emma Stevens with it up top. Oh, and there's a whistle. Kayanne Andrews not going to get away with that one. A foul called. That'll bring it to the sideline there, far side. As again, you got to play to 5 fouls. Still not a fan of that. And then it goes into the double bonus. I miss the days of the 1-and-1. 1:10 to go. That would be a very useful tool here in a game like this. Oh, and a double dribble and a turnover by the Panthers. Rebecca Watercody with the turnover here. Now with 1:05 to go, A-Town gets the basket. It's a 1-possession ball game. They say that was a 2, by the way. 30-25, so A-Town trailing by 5. Donahue kicks it into the corner. Macy Brooks picks up the dribble. Back to Donahue. 50 seconds to go. A-Town got to move quickly. Back to Brooks, top of the key. She'll kick it into the corner. There's Engel. That's a 2 from the baseline. A foul is called. And Chesney Engel will go to the line as a foul by Rebecca Watercody. 2 shots now upcoming. That's the 4th on Camp Point Central. Engel, the freshman. .3 seconds left. First one on the way. That one up and no good. Zoom in a little bit. Zoom in a little bit. Engel will go for her second free throw here. This will still make it a 2-possession game if she's able to get it. She's unable to get it, however. 40 seconds left. Defense trying to take it away here quickly for A-Town. As I think we're going to have a timeout. Should be. Oh, they're going to say offensive foul. No, they're going to say a timeout. All right. So might have gotten away with an elbow right there. Camp Point Central, we'll keep it here. 36.2 seconds to go. A-Town, after getting outscored in the third quarter, 14-1. They've been playing a little bit better here defensively. They've only given up 3 points, but their offense has been a little shaky at best, as they've only scored 5 points here in quarter number 4. So a very quiet second half for A-Town after having a 19-13 lead at the half. But as I said earlier here, this is just this is the first JV game here of the season. Long season ahead of us here. As coaches getting their final words in here after the timeout. 30-25 our score. And A-Town will look to play some defense here and possibly, quite possibly, cut this lead into a 1-possession game if they can get a takeaway here quickly. 35.5 seconds to go. And they'll get the ball inbounds. And that's Emma Stevens. Got full court pressure here for A-Town. They're going to play through it. There is Water Cody. She gets it across the line. Stevens with it right side. A-Town might be content to just, well, right as I said that, they're going to go for the foul. Thought they were going to maybe be content to just try to play some defense, go for a steal, and let the clock wind down. But with 20.7 seconds to go, a foul called. Next one will put A-Town over the limit. Both teams with 4 fouls here as they're going across the line. There's Stevens. Kicks it right side. Hester. 10 seconds left. As that one nearly stolen away by Donahue. And instead, it'll go to the line now as Alyssa Hester with 8.4 seconds to go. Camp Point Central with a 5-point lead here. Looks like they might be able to hang on here in this one as the first one on the way. It's up and good. 9 points here tonight for Alyssa Hester. 1-3 in the contest. It was here in the second half. Hester's next one on the way. Off the back rim, that one no good. Rebound goes to Vivian Bigger. 5 seconds to go. As here comes Macy Brooks with 2 seconds. 1 second to go. The shot is tipped away, and that's going to do it. 31-25, our final score here in our JV matchup here this evening as the Panthers will pick up the victory in this one. Let's take a look at the numbers here before we sign off of our junior varsity contest. Don't forget our varsity contest coming up here. They put 15 minutes on the clock, so we'll let you know what that clock sits at once we're done here with our post-game coverage here. But the leading scorer here tonight, Camp Point Central, leading scorer goes to Emma Stevens. She was excellent here this evening as she finishes this ball game with 12 points. Good way to start the regular season there, at least on the JV side, as Stevens leads the way here with double figures. 9 points then for Alyssa Hester, who we saw at the free throw line there just a moment ago. Okay, they put 18 minutes on the clock now, so we got a little bit more time. 23, Gracie Giles finishing with 9 points as well, and 1 point tonight for number 20. That is Allie Stevens. So that's your scoring breakdown here for Camp Point Central. I think we got it pretty well taken care of as the A-Town Tornadoes varsity team takes the floor. A-Town, their leading scorer here tonight, Vivian Bigger. I thought there were some really good things going for Vivian. She's one heck of an athlete. We saw her in the volleyball season really starting to tighten things up and starting to play some really good volleyball down the stretch for A-Town in the volleyball world. But now she's moved on to the basketball world, and there were definitely some signs here tonight. Ball handling, probably got to work on that a little bit there, but overall, I saw some very solid things from Vivian Bigger. She'll be a player to watch here in the JV side as we move throughout this season. She had 11 points to lead the way, 8 points tonight for Chesney Engel, the freshman, 5 points tonight for number 10, Mila Donahue, and 2 points tonight for number 35, that is Macy Brooks. So that is going to put a wrap on our JV contest here this evening. We've had a lot of fun broadcasting this one here. Good to have basketball back. Again, as the A-Town Tornado girls basketball team coming off of a trip to the Super Sectional last year, where they lost in a good battle against Pecatonica in a really, really fun atmosphere there in Brimfield. So they will look to, well, they'll look to come off of that 30-5 season, and we'll see how they look against a very good Camp Point Central team. Don't let the 0-1 record fool you. They had a tough contest in their first matchup this season against a very, very good Galesburg Silver Streaks team. So the 0-1 may be coming in, but that is a little deceiving, like we said. This should be a very even matchup. I know Coach Dugan's been looking forward to this one all offseason long. He said, boy, we're starting it real quickly here this season. So we'll see what the A-Town Tornadoes look like here on the varsity side here in just about 15 minutes is when the clock is going to expire there. Then they'll have the national anthem. We'll go on here in about 10 minutes. We'll get the scoreboard all squared away. Hopefully it doesn't disappear on us like it did in this one. Thanks for hanging with me while we had some scoreboard issues in that first half. But final score, once again, the A-Town Tornadoes coming out on top. The A-Town Tornadoes falling here this evening, I should say. Camp Point Central, the Panthers, coming out on top. 31-25. Leading scorer here tonight, once again, is Emma Stevens, who finishes this one with 12 points. This has been a presentation of A-Town Sports presented by Mid-Century Fiber here on TSSR Game Time Live. We will have that varsity matchup here again about 10 minutes from now. We'll come on with the pregame and get you ready for more basketball here from A-Town High School. You're watching TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH.